morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to the Apex Slidejob podcast, World of Outlaws edition. I'm your host, Isaac, and with me always is Fearson. Fearson, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you doing today, Isaac?
Doing fairly good. Just counting the number of days down to the start of the World of Outlaws season with the late models coming off January at Volusia Speedway. But right now I've been watching some Australian racing, so really nice to see that. And then you got Brock Zierfoss and then James McFadden racing down there, putting in quite a bit of work in Australia. So pretty good racing down there.
Nice.
So with that, we can start with today's podcast. Oh, news. So we will be trying to get a good schedule this year.
hmm
Uh, now I do have I can be watching all the races and all that. Last year I wasn't able to, so it was a little bit harder for me and Fearson to actually keep up with the World Outlaw schedule and actually give good quality content to you guys. This time should be a little bit easier just because we can watch those races
hmm
and hopefully try and get a good steady schedule every Tuesday
Yeah.
to you guys with the NASCAR and World of Outlaws podcast coming at you every Tuesdays, and that's our hope. But I think that's all we have for the news right now.
hmm
This episode we'll be working on just the schedules. Tune into our NASCAR podcast. We'll have the schedule for the NASCAR, all three series: Xfinity, Cup, and your Truck Series.
hmm
Why I did it in that order? Don't ask me why. It just came to me like that. I don't know. And then, of course, we got our World of Outlaws late models and sprint car series. We'll be bringing out to you. Of course, this is the episode for that. So we will be starting with sprint cars and then ending with late models. We'll have a timestamp for between sprint cars and late models. If you want to go to the late models and you don't want to watch sprint cars, or if you want to just watch sprint cars, don't worry about the late models. Then you can just watch the sprint cars. Or if you want to watch all of it, be my guest. I would strongly encourage it.
hmm
Uh, but if you want to watch all of it, thank you so much. And we can get into it right now. So last year was a little bit of a different schedule for both late models and sprint cars
Just a
because
little
you
bit.
had we had the pandemic happen, cut the season just a bit short, and we did not know if it was going to come back on or if it was. I mean, I
hmm
remember when we got the news, I was heartbroken. I really wanted to. I was looking forward to that season, but
Yeah.
stopped March 7th with Mike Marlar winning the Tennessee tip-off, and took about 2 months before you get your next World of Outlaws race. And that was at Knoxville, where David Gravel picked up that race win. And then we had more racing later on, May 22nd and 23rd, at the Jackson Moorplex and Federated Auto Parts. And then the schedule started getting a little more steady, depending on what state they were racing at. And
hmm
then it finally got fairly well, minus a couple cancellations here and there, but overall, I'd say it was a pretty good season for what was going on at the time. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But this year, it's looking like a normal schedule, even with the pandemic that's happening right now. So what we have got is for your World of Outlaws Nostalgia Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. We will be starting off February 5th, 6th, and 7th. The Dark Car Nationals at Volusia Speedway Park in Barberville, Florida. Should be some good nights of racing. I always think it's a great start to the season, especially down in Florida. Then you got February 12th, Dixie Speedway in Woodstock, Georgia. And then following that day, Saturday, February 13th is the Talladega Short Track. February 19th is Magnolia Motor Speedway. And February 20th, Revolution Park in Monroe, Louisiana. February 26th and 27th is the Texas Two-Step at Cotton Bowl Speedway in Page, Texas. Should be a fun couple nights of racing down in the Big Star State. Then we head to Las Vegas March 4th for the dirt track at Las Vegas race. Then March 12th and 13th is the Arizona Desert Shootout in the Arizona Speedway in Santan Valley, Arizona. Sorry if I mispronounced the names. Not good with names, I ain't gonna lie. Saturday, March 20th is the SoCal Showdown and Paris Auto Speedway in Paris, California. Then March 26th is the Thunderbolt Raceway. We got two nights, March 26th and 27th at your Thunderbolt Raceway. April 2nd will be at Merced Speedway in Merced, or I think it's Merced, California. Sorry if I mispronounced. Ocean Outlaws Showdown, April 3rd at the Ocean Speedway in Watsonville, California. Vado Speedway Park, April 9th and 10th in Vado, New Mexico. Then April 16th is Lawton Speedway in Lawton, Oklahoma. Then April 17th, following that day, is the Texas Outlaw Nationals in Devil's Bowl Speedway in Mesquite, Texas. Then I am hyped for this one. 20 years it's been for this race to happen. World of Outlaws in Bristol, Tennessee at the Bristol Throwdown, and I am excited for this. I have yet to watch a live Bristol race with the Outlaws on it, and it should be fun. April 22nd, 23rd, 24th. I recommend marking that on your calendar, and it will be on Dirt Vision if I recall correctly. So definitely, if you can't make it, it'll be on Dirt Vision. There you go.
Yeah, lots of events happening with that Bristol on dirt. It's gonna be very exciting.
I mean, how can there not? How could there not be all those events? I mean, you got NASCAR. I believe we got dirt cars going on. I think what was it? UMP Modifieds, I believe, are hosting that event.
hmm
And then again, you got World of Outlaws, late models, and sprints coming back on Bristol from what, 20 years or so? Maybe a little less. Maybe a little. No, it was a little less, I think. Something like that.
hmm
It's been a long time, right? But yeah, no, definitely should be fun. And I do believe I would not be surprised if iRacing is going to try and do a quick scan on that
Oh
and get
yeah.
that into iRacing. I would hope that would happen because that should be pretty fun. But
hmm
I believe the World of Outlaw late model and sprints should be on Dirt Vision. So if you do have your Dirt Vision, definitely mark that on the calendar. That's going to be one to watch for sure. Then April 29th, we're going to go to Jacksonville Speedway in Jacksonville, Illinois. April 30th, Missouri Outlaw Showdown on I-70 Motorsport Park. That's happening April 30th and May 1st. And we have a Let's Race 2 event going on Eldora Speedway. Now, if wait, give me 1 second, folks. Just got to double check. Okay, yeah. That I was just double checking. I was wondering if that was the Kings Royal event, because there is going to be 2 Kings Royal events this year for your sprint car and NOS Energy drink. But this is not it. This is just a Let's Race 2 at Eldora Speedway. So just 2 random races thrown into the schedule at Frostburg, Ohio, and the Eldora Speedway. Next is going to be the trek to Pennsylvania, where your World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series drivers will be competing against the Posse. This will be the first of a couple races. Definitely a big rivalry. Should be fun, though. I love having a rival against the Posses. Definitely gets great racing. And, sometimes even the most shocking people win those events. I mean, Gio Celsi's won that event, or a couple of these events. Or no, he won his first World Volley event in Pennsylvania. So that was really impressive to watch. But yeah, no, the first one will be May 12th. It's the Gettysburg Clash in Lincoln Speedway at the Lincoln Speedway. Next, we got the Morgan Cup, May 14th and 15th at Williams Grove Speedway. Then we get out of Posse Country and go to Bridgeport Motorsports Park, May 18th. And then the Attica Raceway Park, May 21st. Following that is Sharon Speedway in Hartford, Ohio, May 22nd. May 28th is the Terre Haute. I have trouble mispronouncing this. I'm not even going to lie. I've been corrected on this, I think, twice now, and I still probably mispronounce it.
Yeah,
And
I
I don't know
say
if it's
Terre Haute.
is it Terre Haute or is it Terre Haute? Terre Haute? I don't know. Well, if you're from there or Indiana and you're just having a laugh at this, you're welcome. If I'm offending you, I'm not trying to. But we'll be going to Terra. Okay, we're going to Indiana. Oh man! All right, and then May 31st, we're gonna head to Memorial Day Spectacular in Lawrenceburg Speedway, and then June 4th, we'll be heading to North Dakota for the Northern Tour, first leg of the Northern Tour in River City Speedway. June 5th, following the River City Speedway, is going to be the Granite City Speedway in Sauk Rapids, Minnesota. Next will be June 11th and June 12th, the Brownells Big Guns Bash. A great first couple races at the Knoxville Raceway. And this is the World of Outlaw race, couple races before they hit Knoxville again for that big $150,000 race as the Knoxville Nationals. But definitely the Brownells Big Guns Bash is a fun race to watch. June 17th, 34 Raceway in West Burlington, Iowa. Next will be the Dubuque Speedway in Dubuque, Iowa, June. And then we got the J.B. Jim Boyd Memorial presented by Caravan Trailers and Beaver Dam Raceway, June 19th. Next will be, again, another fun couple events coming up here. Quite a few races. Mark this on your calendars. We got 5 races in 1 week. Starting June 21st on a Monday, June 21st. World of Outlaws will be returning to the very fun Huset Speedway in Brandon, South Dakota for 2 events, June 21st and June 22nd. Then is the 3-night AGCO Jackson Nationals at the Jackson Motorplex in Jackson, Minnesota, June 24th, 25th, and 26th. Fun 5 nights of racing up in the upper Midwest here. Then we got second and third, the Independence Day Spectacular and Cedar Lake Speedway in New Richmond, Wisconsin. Next will be the Badger 40 at Wilmot's Raceway on July 10th. July 13th will be Ohio Logistics Brad Doty Classic. Very fun event. Highly recommend to go mark down your calendar to go watch. And then we have a 4-night special at Eldora, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. We have the Joker's Wild, July 14th. And then we have the 38th annual King's Royal. July 16th will be the night before the King's Royal, and then your 37th annual King's Royal, which was supposed to be held last year, will be held July 17th to wrap up the 4-night adventure, which I find a little interesting how we are having the 37th after the 38th annual King's Royal. But it's going to be interesting having definitely 2 King's Crown this year. So I can't wait for that King's Royal event. It should be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to watch.
And then we will be returning to Posse Country July 20th at the Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup at Lernerville Speedway. And then we got Williams Grove again with the Champion Racing Oil Summer Nationals July 23rd and 24th at Williams Grove Speedway. If I did not mention that, I'm sorry. If I did mention that, I'm sorry. My bad. The Big R Outlaw Shootout will be in Ransomville Speedway. Empire State Challenge will be at Weedsport Speedway July 31st. August 6th, night before the Ironman at the Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55 in Pevely, Missouri. That will be August 6th, and then the Ironman 55 will be August 7th. 55 laps around that short little track. Then we have the 4-night NOS Energy Drink Knoxville Nationals presented by Casey's General Stores. 4 nights of what, 100 cars roughly, sprint cars, duking it out for that big old paycheck. Should be, again, fun 4 nights like always. If I recommend going, I mean, with the pandemic happening, I mean, I understand if you're not able to go. Duravision, I think, should be hosting that event. Do not quote me on that. I'll probably get more into that Tuesday, August 10th for the podcast. I'll give you guys a little more information on those events. Next will be the second leg of the Northern Tour in River City Speedway in Grand Forks, North Dakota. That'll be August 20th. Red River Rumble will be August 21st at the Red River Valley Speedway in West River, North Dakota. Then we return to Houston August 22nd on a Sunday, which is its normal running day in Brandon, South Dakota. Friday, August 27th is the I-80 Speedway in Greenwood, Nebraska. Then we have the Rushmore Outlaw Showdown in Black Hills Speedway. And then we have 2 nights in Burlington, Washington's very own Skagit Speedway. That is September 3rd and 4th. Elma, Washington will be the destination September 6th in Grays Harbor Raceway. Next, we'll be going down to California September 10th and 11th for the Gold Cup Race of Champions. That will be in the Silver Dollar Speedway in Chico, California. Then we will be going September 17th and 18th, 17th will be the King's Outlaw Shootout in Colorado Speedway, Hanford, California. And then the Placeville Speedway following that day, September 18th, the 49er Gold Rush Classic. September 24th, we will be returning a third separate time to Eldora Speedway. Because why not?
Yeah, you can never
Why not
race at
have...
Eldora too many times.
No, what is this? Like the 7th time I've mentioned Eldora? I don't think you can mention it too much. That's for sure. But that is gonna be before the Crown Showdown. That will be September 24th. Then we have the Commonwealth Clash back in Pennsylvania for your World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series for another Duke with the Posses. I think that's the 3rd one this year. I think this one will be the last one here. September 25th, that will be at Lernerville Speedway. 1st and 2nd of October will be at Williams Grove Speedway, the Champion Racing Oil National Open. Then Then your World of Outlaws will be going for the Nittany, I believe is how you pronounce that. Nittany Showdown at Port Royal Speedway, Port Royal, Pennsylvania. And that will round off your Pennsylvania races, I believe, for the season. And then we have the World of Outlaws at Lakeside Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. And then we have your Can-Am World Finals, which will be 3 nights of racing on the dirt track at Charlotte, November 5th, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And that will be your 90 race World of Outlaws Sprint Car, NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series schedule. So a lot of great races. Definitely should check it out. That might even be too much racing for this. No, you can't have too much racing.
Nah.
But definitely is going to be a fun season 2021, especially returning to Bristol. You got, you missed the, what do we all miss? We missed the King's Royal happening this year. Then we also missed, what was it? Knoxville Nationals. Got that this year. I mean, last year we had the one and only. That was a really fun race. Definitely, it's not going to be brought back because I don't think anything can top the Knoxville Nationals. But I mean, they did a great job trying to make it just as big. But I don't think anyone can top the Knoxville Nationals for sprint car race. That's for sure. But that's I think that's all that I have right now on the schedule. Any comments for you, Fearson, about the World of Outlaws Energy Drink Sprint Cars schedule?
Don't think so. Don't think I have any extra comments on that.
All right, so yeah, again, should be fun couple races. Yeah, couple. Few?
Just a couple.
Quite a few? Just a couple. Okay, just a couple. Now we move in to your late models. We have a great schedule 2 coming up now that we are out of the pandemic. Not out of the pandemic, but a little more set schedule compared to last year. Definitely not out of the pandemic, that's for sure. So, but here we go. We are gonna start again this year. I loved it how we did this last year because it just is a nice cozy race. January 14th, 15th, and 16th with the Dirt Car Sunshine Nationals at Volusia Speedway Park in Barberville, Florida. I don't even know why the sprint cars don't do this because I would love this too, but again, it's racing in January, and it's a World of All event. I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. That is definitely for sure. But we're going to start off with that 3-night event in January. So make sure you don't forget that event. I mean, it is coming up in just a couple of weeks here. So don't forget about that one. Then we have 4 straight nights of World of Outlaws, Morton Buildings, late models. What we got here? February 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th is the Dirt Car Nationals back at Volusia Speedway. So 7 straight nights. Not straight nights, but 7 on the schedule nights at Volusia Speedway. Then we'll hit Duck River Raceway Park in Lewisburg, Tennessee, March 5th. And then March 6th, it will be the Smoky Mountain Speedway for the Tennessee tip-off. Then March 26th and 27th will be the Cherokee Speedway. Then we have the Illini 100, 3 nights at the Farmer City Raceway in Farmer City, Illinois, April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Next will be your World of Outlaws Bristol Bash, another one to mark on the calendar. That will be April 8th, 9th, and 10th. So that one is going to be a bit of ways before the Euro Sprint cars.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we'll have the Richmond Raceway in Kentucky, April 23rd. April 24th will be the Brush Creek Motorsports Complex in Peoples, Ohio. April 30th will be Hawkeye 100 in Boone Speedway, Boone, Iowa. That will be April 30th and May 1st. May 7th and 8th will be the Mississippi Thunder Speedway in Fountain City, Wisconsin. May 21st will be the Billy That. Ooh, that's okay. May 21st and 22nd will be the Billy. C's in the name is kind of hard for me. I'm not gonna lie, because you don't know if it's a ch or a s or a k sound. I'm just gonna go with the Billy Vakic Memorial at Port Royal Speedway. If I mispronounce, I probably did. I apologize for mispronouncing that. There's just so many different names. It's just you can't just sound them all out. That's not gonna happen sometimes. I apologize. I do apologize. June 5th, we'll be going to Plymouth Speedway in Indiana. Then June 17th, a little bit of break there. June 17th, they'll be at State Line Speedway in New York. June 18th will be the Thunder Mountain Speedway. June 19th will be the Late Model National Open at Selinsgrove Speedway in Pennsylvania. And then June 24th, 25th, and 26th is the Firecracker 100. That is a fun race. Definitely put that on the calendar. It's going to be at Lernerville Speedway in Pennsylvania. Then we have 2 races at the Jackson Motorplex in Jackson, Minnesota, July 9th and 10th. July 13th is the Gondik Law Speedway in Superior, Wisconsin. Then we go to July 16th, we will go to River City Speedway. And then we will be hitting I-94 Sure Step Speedway in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. And then after that, to finish off that weekend of events, we'll be at the Rumble at the Red Cedar in Wisconsin. Then July 30th and 31st will be the Prairie Dirt Classic in Fairbury Speedway in Fairbury, Illinois. August 3rd will be the Outagami Speedway in Seymour, Wisconsin. Then 3 nights for the USA Nationals at Cedar Lake Speedway in New Richmond, Wisconsin, August 5th, 6th, and 7th. So another great weekend for your late models here. Williams Grove Speedway will be August 20th. Battle at the Border in Sharon Speedway, Hartford, Ohio, August 21st. And August 22nd will be Erie's Speedway in Erie, Pennsylvania. Why do they add a Z? It screws me up. I was like, Erie's? It is Erie's. It's got to be Erie's. All right, Erie Speedway. I'm thinking it's that one. Uh, these names are gonna murder me. That's for sure. And then August 26th and 27th and 28th will be at Davenport, Iowa, at Davenport Speedway. 3 nights there. And then September 3rd will be Livonia Speedway in Livonia, Georgia. September 4th, Volunteer Speedway in Bulls Gap, Tennessee. September 24th and 25th is at Revolution Park in Monroe, Louisiana. And then October 1st will be at the Mike Duval Memorial and Cherokee Speedway in South Carolina. And then October 2nd, the only October race, we have 411 Motor Speedway in Seymour, Tennessee. And then 4th, 5th, and 6th will round up your season at the Can-Am World Finals in the dirt track in Charlotte. That is 61 races that your late models will have this year. You're more building late models. So, again, great events. Definitely, I would say quite a few I think need to go on the schedule here. I mean, the Can-Am World Finals definitely need to go on that schedule. USA Nationals, another good one. Prairie Dirt Classic. Gonna go into the Jackson Firecracker 100, another great race. And then, of course, I think everyone has this already on the schedule, or on your calendars. But the Bristol Bash, definitely a great one. And then, if you are feeling a little race sick, you want to watch some racing early on, January 14th, 15th, and 16th, you do have that Nationals, Dirt Car Sunshine Nationals, that will be on Dirt Vision, should be on Dirt Vision. So, another great season for your late models, I believe. So, that is going to be all right now that I have. Pearson, is there anything you think you can add? Anything?
Don't believe so.
Just killing you that you need to be added? All right. But that is going to be right now the end of your late models. Your late models schedule here. But yeah, no, those are all the schedules we will be posting. I think we're going to try and post the links to the World Outlaw website where you can go check them out. But yeah, no, great. I think it's gonna be a great schedule.
Yeah.
For both classes.
Especially adding that Bristol dirt race.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been waiting for that for a couple years now. I still remember trying to watch I've watched, I think, the Bristol race. I think Sammy Swindell won that, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Sorry if I am wrong, but definitely a great race back then, and it was a little dusty though. But I mean,
yeah, they're also
going to be interesting. That's true.
Also in Farmer City in Illinois. I don't believe I'm not sure if the Limos have raced there before for World of Outlaws.
Yeah, no, I think also I-94 Sure Step Speedway, if they have been there. It's been a while back, but I do know the sprint cars hit that speedway, and it was a pretty good race, but they didn't add it back. But yeah, no, definitely some cuts on the schedule, and there's definitely some additions here. But yeah, no, definitely should be some good racing all around between the Morton Building late models and the Non Energy Drink sprint cars.
Yeah.
I think that is it for your World of Outlaws sprint car schedule episode here. So we're gonna go sign off here, and our next episode we'll be talking over your drivers that are for sure coming back for your late models and your sprint cars here. So definitely
Yeah,
look forward to that episode.
they also just announced the 3 rookies for the late models, I believe. So we'll be able to tell you those drivers in the next episode.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then we do have a couple of retirees and a couple new guys coming in definitely, and then of course some faces that are staying. So definitely check out that episode. That'll be coming out next week on Tuesday. So with that, I think this is a great time to sign off. I am Isaac,
And I am Fearson.
and that is the end of your World of Outlaws Apex Slidejob podcast. Have a great rest of your day or a fantastic rest of your night.